Mechanicus 2, every battle on Hecateus 4 is shaped by its leaders. Unique commanders whose abilities redefine how their forces fight. Today we're diving into two of them, Tech Acquisitor Scaevola and the Necron Lord Ominek. As a seeker of Xenos technology, Scaevola's power revolves around her forbidden knowledge mechanic. The more cognition points you store, the stronger her abilities become. Such radical practices carry consequence in the form of Xenorite instability, a volatile energy feedback that lashes out at random, striking ally and foe alike. To fuel Scaevola's unstable cognition engine, recruit servitors, who generate data through their programmed sacrifice trait, and electro-priests, whose machine-right trait provides a steady flow of cognition each turn. Within the Mechanicus tech tree, upgrades like preparatory data meditations and cognition banks expand Scaevola's resource control, starting missions charged and preserving vital data between them. Meanwhile, granting servitors the rush upgrade ensures her constructs can reach the front lines early to begin generating cognition. In the reliquary, Scaevola herself can be augmented. Combine upgrades like unstable overload and master of Xenorite technology to weaponize her own instability while shielding nearby units. Further expand the build with unstable power field, allowing her melee strikes to unleash instability directly, and teleportation matrix for quick escapes. Alternatively, Scaevola can be turned into a frontline menace. Acquiring the Eradication Ray, Temporal Copia skill, and Nanophage manipulation allows her to devastate enemies and inflict damage over time, before consuming inflicted debuffs to recover her HP as needed. Ominek is one of Nepheshar's first deployable lords, a versatile commander who excels at reanimation and dominion generation, while commanding a diverse array of Necron units. Central to all of his builds is the Master trait, acquired in the Lord's Chamber, which generates Dominion each time a Necron reanimates. Unlike the Mechanicus, Necron leaders recruit units from their own personal upgradable cores rather than a shared roster. For Ominek, unlocking a Technomancer and upgrading them with rites of reanimation is an incredibly strong synergy, resulting in reanimated units near the Technomancer being given a powerful buff to their armor. Each Lord can be further customized with relics and command protocols. The right pairing of these unlocks an extra bonus called Dynastic Resonance, in this case, the Eternal Revenant, which lets Ominek skip his own reanimation timer entirely, reviving instantly when defeated. Most relics and command protocols are unlocked by awakening the Necron tech tree. Here you'll also find Immortal Servitude, a pivotal upgrade for Ominek's Resurrection build, allowing Necron units to rise twice instead of once. Alternatively, you can focus Ominek on rapidly generating and sustaining Dominion to unleash the most powerful relics and command protocols available, like the Royal Touch, which instantly executes a target, and if it's your own unit, Ominek is healed and gains a surge of Dominion in return. Two leaders, one a master of cognition, the other of dominion, each offering a different path to victory for their faction. Mechanicus 2 is a turn-based tactical sequel set in the grim-dark universe of Warhammer 40,000. Take command of two iconic factions, each with their own fully realized campaign.
For the machine is immortal. Now, we awaken.
On one side, the Adeptus Mechanicus, a fanatical priesthood of the Imperium of Mankind. In their worship of the machine god, they exchange their flesh for metal and quest tirelessly for knowledge. Cybernetic tech priests lead armies of augmented soldiers, lobotomized servitors, and robotic war machines. On the other side, the Necrons, an ancient race of skeletal, mechanical aliens, rising from their tombs to reclaim a galaxy they once ruled. Arrogant and relentless, their powerful nobles command legions of undying warriors and monstrous high-tech constructs to annihilate the vermin that defile their worlds. In the Adeptus Mechanicus campaign, you'll once again play as Magos Dominus Faustinius. This time, you'll be dispatching your trusted advisors to defend the newly established Forge World of Hecateus IV against the awakening Sankhotep dynasty. At the forefront of this uprising is Nefashar, a high-ranking noble of the dynasty and the protagonist of the Necron campaign. As Nefashar, you will be dispatching the fearsome lords of your court to tear down the imperial holdings and reassert your dominance over the planet. For both factions, combat is built around a leader-centric design. Your other units are tools, expendable fighters meant to protect and empower your leader as you execute your strategy. A dynamic turn order system adds the tactical depth necessary to achieve this. Enemy units act in fixed sequence, but on your turn you can choose which unit to play with. Identifying the right sequence, that is, the right unit at the right time, is key to victory. Battles in Mechanicus 2 will rage across a wide range of environments, from forged cities and alien jungles to icy tundras and windswept cliffs. In each, environmental tactics matter more than ever. A new destructible cover system requires smart positioning, especially for the more fragile Adeptus Mechanicus forces. You'll also have to plan around frequent enemy reinforcements and unique combat arena features. While commanding Mechanicus, you'll need to master a revamped cognition system. Earn it by playing efficiently, then spend it to boost your leader's movement and weapons, or to allow units to utilize their leader's unique canticle. The Necron equivalent is Dominion. Earn it by dealing damage, building its level to unlock and improve your unit's weapons and abilities. The longer units stay in the fight, the stronger they become. Crucial to that goal are reanimation protocols, which let fallen Necrons rise again, unless they're destroyed entirely. All missions are launched from the war map, where you'll research new technologies, customize your leaders, and shape the landscapes of Hecateus IV. Within a mission, you will be faced with narrative events and other checkpoint types that have potential ramifications on the skirmish battles that follow. As the wider conflict unfolds, the war will descend into a bitter struggle that will put the ultimate fate of the planet and everyone on it in your...
Report. What have our scouts found?
Devastation. Tomb structures are active across the planet. The Necron lords awakened their legions for war. Undying warriors and technological horrors are decimating the Imperials. But their machine cult's resistance is fierce. Their tech priests are reinforcing the front lines with everything they have, human and machine alike. It's a bitter fight to maintain their production capabilities and make the Necrons pay for every inch of ground taken. That ground, though, is now within the Imperial cities. It'll be no easy thing securing our target amidst this destruction.
Luck has, need keeps, toil earns. Is the Oathband ready to deploy?
Our hearts burn, Lord Greenyear. Where do we strike?
Wherever the wisdom of the Votan decides.
From the moment I first witnessed the interlopers, they disgusted me. Eons we slumbered, proliferated in our absence. Now, we awaken to retake what is ours. Wretched amalgamations of meat and metal, shackled to ignorance by your faith. Do you truly believe you can stop us? We, who have shattered our very gods and enslaved them to our will. The stars were young when our empire was ascendant, and when the last of them die, we alone will remain. For we are immortal. The great sleep has ended. New life has arisen, and it has infested our world.
Magos Faustinius, we have called you to our world for your experience with the Xenos, known as Necrons.
I have seen how they fight. With the Omnissiah's grace, I can predict their tactics.
Our legions are responding to the protocols of awakening. They gather ready to march.
I am accompanied by a retinue.
Target acquired. Execution doctrines in effect.
All specialists.
Negate. Disassemble. Destroy.
All worthy of my trust.
Conflict is opportunity. Such base and benighted creatures.
Purge the faithless!
They see in us the face of death. Let us become death and scour them from this place.
We must claim what is ours from this colonizing foe.
You find yourself in a complex situation, kin of the Votan.
I will not permit any foe to scurry in Kivroth's shadows.
The kin have their own objectives, Mechanicus.
It is a mercy they do not understand the hopelessness of their fight. It is the only mercy they shall receive.
By the ancients of Mars, by the machine god and the motive force, no logic shall permit the survival of the foe.
By all means, Faustinius, try to destroy me. Here, my history begins a new chapter, and yours comes to its end. I know this face from the nightmares of the Great Sleep.
Today, we're taking a closer look at two more leaders in Mechanicus 2. Lector Dogmatis Videx, the orthodox voice of the Omnissiah, and the indomitable Necron lord Abasis, known as the Shield. Videx is a long-range support leader defined by his rituals, powerful, wide-area abilities that take a full round to complete. Used well, these allow him to decisively turn clustered engagements in the Mechanicus' favour. Equipped this playstyle, Videx pairs best with Electro Priests and Skitarii Rangers who benefit heavily from his buffs while holding the line until his invocations are complete. By foregoing a ranged weapon entirely in favour of powerful new skills, and with the right tech tree upgrades, Videx can be specialised into a pure support leader. In this role, he becomes a conduit for the Omnissiah, sustaining allies while weakening enemies unfortunate enough to be in the ritual's zone. Alternatively, Videx can be built as a long-range execution platform. Equipped with the Magna Rail Lance, his second canticle, and the Galvanic Discharge upgrade, he becomes a devastating single-target artillery piece, reliably deleting priority targets each turn while remaining safely behind the front line. Obasis is a melee-focused Necron lord defined by resilience, dominance, and relentless advance. He thrives when surrounded by the numerous Lich Guard of his personal court, forming a near-impenetrable wall that grinds the enemy down through attrition. Crucial defensive skills and upgrades allow him to draw enemy focus, absorb damage, and passively generate dominion as a result, punishing opponents simply for trying to end the threat he poses. Equipped with relics such as Sempiternal Weave and command protocols like the Undying Legion, he and his warriors become even harder to kill. Alternatively, by combining his natural tankiness with melee area of effect tools like the Tesla Weave relic, Obasis can wade directly into enemy formations, dealing sustained damage while refusing to fall. In this bruiser build, he becomes both an anvil and a hammer, anchoring the fight at its most dangerous point. Two leaders, one protected by faith, the other by an immense dispersion shield, each offering a distinct path to victory for their faction.